couldn't build a bridge yet. They had to get all those posts dug and put things up for them. I mean, we had to put the bottom of the boat on those stakes. And by the time they got all that done, they were ready to start putting a bridge on them. So that they had to do that so that when the river went down, they were ready to put the bridge up. And the river did go down, believe me, it went down. And left mud. That's what we had to walk through. Now what? That didn't work. There's my little car. What was the name of that car?
Jasper.
I can't even remember the name of the car, what kind of a car it was. But I drove it. I drove it to the river and then back to the house after we got the bridge built. There's the bridge. But then when the rains came in the fall...
And beat up on that house?
Oh my. You wade through.
Okay. And it's 11 o'clock on... Okay.
We waded through that mud.
Thank you.
Wasn't any other way to get through there. We just had to wade. There's the school. This end of it was the older kid. No, it was the little kids, and that end was the big kids. And I taught the little kids, and James O taught the older kids. I taught first, second, third grade, and he taught fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth grades. And they had they could play basketball if they wanted to. Had a flag pole somewhere, I think it was out here somewhere. And they had a flag that you ran up in the morning and took down at night.
Did you run up the flag?
What?
John.
There's a high school girl.
Did you
Now
run up
she,
the flag?
the high school girl taught for about a month in the summer, and I stayed home, and she taught the kids so I could do canning and everything. I could can green beans, and we could pick cotton and whatever we had to do.
Chop cotton.
Well, chopping is when you're
Huh?
cultivating it, isn't it?
Oh. Okay.
There's the yellow boat that we sat on the side of. We didn't get hurt. We were safe as anything else in that boat. There's the gas truck, and that was that was a real answer to prayer when we couldn't get gas until it froze, so the gas company truck could get over to the island and give us our bottled gas to cook with and heat the parsonage with. And they took care of that. They paid for that, so we would all be warm enough. with bottled gas. Of course, in the school, we had to burn wood. We had a wood stove in the school that we, bus driver lit the stove and started it every morning in the cold weather. And we were quite comfortable in the schoolhouse when it was cold out because we had a good warm heat stove in the middle of the room. Now I can't picture what this is supposed to be of, but it was there and we had to go through it to get to.
Number 6.
That's the river, huh?
Here's the boat, and here's you boys, and
No, I don't think that was me.
no, it wasn't you. That was one of Dooli's boys.
I just think what they beaten.
And that was mail coming in. They were delivering the mail so we could have all the stuff that people were sending to us. And there's the yellow boat. It's just packages of stuff people wanted us to have, and they'd send it to us. And I can't even remember who they are. There's the boat going back and forth, getting us in and out. Oh, this was not on the island. This was at Marlinton. Marlinton, we had a big Christmas tree, reached the ceiling.
No, that doesn't look like Marlinton to me.
I think it is.
Because where's the coal stove?
Back here.
Well, there was a big picture or big window there by the door, and I thought that chair there sat by the door.
Well,
And he had bookshelves
it's
behind
back. It was in a bookcase there, and then there's a bookcase over here. And the back of the Christmas tree was up against the kitchen wall. On the other side of the wall there was the it was a playpen that we had a Christmas tree setting in so the babies wouldn't undecorated all the time. And there's the bridge.
I thought that was a barge they put in there when...
It was.
Yeah.
They put it there. They put the barge in there and connected it up so we could drive back and forth. And there's the mud. I don't know what else I can call that landing of the boat. They're cotton pickers. They're all out picking cotton. And I was picking cotton too, and Jim was picking cotton, and they were so proud of Jim for picking 10 pounds of cotton. I tell you, they were working hard. And it was hot weather. There's the road up and down the aisle and going to all those little shacks. That's all you could call them. They lived in shacks. And the walls had just awful. They had holes up the walls.
Did they wallpaper it with newspaper?
I didn't pay attention to what they had it papered with. I don't even remember who that guy is. And there's one of their cabins, or another one of their cabins. Oh, I don't know what this all's about. I think it was the only snow we had while we were out there. We were so proud of it. We had to have a picture of it. And these are some of the, they were mean people. They were not wanted around there. You had to stay away from them.
So why did he take a picture of him?
Oh, it made them feel proud. They wanted to have their picture taken. They were so proud of themselves.
Now, wasn't this guy's name Crook?
I think so.
Didn't Dad say that he was the constable?
One of them was. I don't know which one. One of those two was a constable, but he didn't have his pin on when these pictures were taken. There's the snow again. There, more snow. And there's the pickers. There's a Christmas program. We had that, we bought that, what's it called? Great big long thing across the front.
Like a mural?
Yeah, it was a mural. So they could have Christmas scenery in there. And there's the there's
Now
the
that
bridge.
is a bridge. That's not the barge, that is a bridge.
It's the bridge.
That must have been after you went back.
Yeah, I think so.
One of the super highways out there?
Yeah, I guess so.
They're doing a paving job there,
The
right?
mud. And that's when they voted.
Election day.
Election day. All the adults came to the school to vote. And there's the bridge and all that stuff. And there it is again, the bridge. And there's when they planted the cotton. Now there you all in the well, no, the playpen has the Christmas tree in it, and you all got a new wagon for Christmas. You were so proud of that wagon.
It looks backward.
It is. It's a backward picture. And there's some more stuff about the putting the bridge up.
Huh?
What?
And there's the bridge again.
There's the bridge again. That was when we went back down there to visit. There's snow.
That
That's
looks
not,
like Marlington.
That's Marlington. That's not the island.
Yeah. Well, let's get through those real quick and then we'll come back to them.
Well,
We'll come back to, well, there's...
we went past two of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. There's Linda sucking her thumb.
Who was that, do you know?
Yeah, but I can't think of their names. I can't remember their names.
Let's go through these and we'll come back.
It's Marlington. That's the flood in Marlington. And there's the cotton patch. And that's the levee. They built the levee so it would keep the river out of the town.
So is it a levee or is it a dike? What'd they call it?
A levee. That's still the levee. And that's still the levee. And that's how you delivered cotton or whatever to the company that
To market, huh?
that bought it. And that's more of that mud.
Now,
More mud.
what did they do to keep you from sinking down into that?
Keep you from doing what?
Sinking.
Oh, sinking. Well, I wore boots that came up to my knees, and I had to reach down into the mud and hold on to the top of the boots and pull them out every time I took a step.
Well, Dad used to say that they cut down trees and laid them down there like a corrugated cardboard.
Well, yeah, I think he did, but I didn't. I just waded through. No, that's one of the high school girls. And over there's a truck with them in it. More of that. Mud.
That's a detour, right?
Yeah. And that's what you might call a detour too. You had to go around it. And there's
Kind of a landing,
yeah, what was it called?
a ferry.
A ferry boat, yeah. That was a ferry boat.
And getting up on the ferry.
Mm-hmm. That's what they were doing, getting on the ferry boat. Sailing through the levees. That's you.
No, that's Jim,
Oh,
because I was too small.
well, I guess so.
I'm probably in your arms there.
But these are Doodle Eyes kids.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was standing there holding, but it wasn't a baby.
Maybe not.
I don't know why I was there with a bundle in my arms. I can't figure that out. There's the mud. More mud. I don't know what that is at the top.
Those people that go four-wheel driving and mudding would have enjoyed that down there.
I don't know. There's more
The
mud.
rednecks.
More mud. And that's a pretty good little road up and down the island. Now, I don't know what this is supposed to be either.
No, they're carrying their shoes so they don't lose them.
They're wading. It's fun. Fun to wade the mud.
Let it squish between your toes.
Yep. That was what we did. I can't figure that out either.
This is one of those cotton trailers.
And that's more
Of the road.
of the road. And there's the people's homes.
And that was the town.
Uh-huh.
What'd they call it?
I don't know. I don't know what they called it. Reverie.
That's
Reverie. That's what it was called. The town. And they're planting there. They're gonna grow their cotton.
He took a lot of those pictures.
Where's it? I don't see the
That's the pump.
Pump. Where is it?
They're right at it.
Oh, I guess.
They must be washing their feet or something.
And that's the water thing.
Looks
or
like a
something?
propane tank.
Propane tank. Yeah, it looks like it, but I don't know where it was because we had
A potbelly
wood
stove in there.
stove.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of this stuff I can't explain. And there they're picking cotton. And there's the house we lived in.
In the back of the church.
And there's what they heated with and cooked with. That's interesting.
Isn't that when Grandpa or Granddad and Grandma Shank came down?
Yep, that's who that was. Came down. And there's a school. They're getting off the bus, I think. Looks that way. Looks like they're just all getting off the bus. There's the older kids. They're not in my grade, they're in his. And there they're washing their feet at the pump.
So they had a foot washing there? Was it spiritual?
It might have been. And there's all the older kids coming out of the back of the schoolhouse.
That's the church.
Yeah, Church of the Nazarene.
Yeah, so it was different than the schoolhouse.
Well, part of it was.
Yeah, well, you lived in the back of the church, but you didn't live in the school.
Yeah.
School was across the yard.
There's some more. Church.
Yeah. Now, do you know who that boy is?
He was a good boy. I can't remember his name though, but he was one of your dad's pets. He was the best kid in the school, and
Who took that picture? You?
I think so. I believe I did. And they're hanging out the clothes on the clotheslines. There you all are in the wagon, and that was what you got for Christmas, is what I can remember about it. And there's the Crook's house next door. Those are two of the Crook boys.
They weren't real crooks, though, were they?
No,
Oh yeah, born that way.
they were good people. Fine people. There's some more of his school kids. And that looks like one of mine. And the other two are his. And there that is again. He's chopping wood to make kindling.
For the fire.
And there's a whole bunch of those little kids.
Now, that's what I was talking about a little while ago. How did you prove yourself?
There,
Okay, well, to explain it.
I got up on those stilts and walked across the schoolyard. I didn't let them take my picture.
But you did a good job, huh?
I walked good on the stilts.
You knew how to do it.
I sure did.
Could you do it today?
Well, I don't know. I'll probably fall. I have a tendency to fall anymore. Everything I do, I fall down.
You need one of those monitors that you can press.
There's all those boys. I think they were gonna play ball, but I don't know where the ball. Well, he's got the bat over his
Uh-huh.
shoulder, but I don't know.
Maybe the guy with the camera has the ball, 'cause he's facing him.
Yeah, must be. There's their house.
Crooks.
Next door, Crooks. There's a school bus.
Going back home.
Taking the kids home.
Where's the swings?
Yeah, they didn't have any swing. I don't know what happened to their swing. Didn't bother me.
Now that's me.
Yeah. That's a cute little swing set. We must have bought that.
So that's how you put the flag up?
Uh-huh.
You shimmied up the pole and hung it up there, huh?
Mm-hmm. And there's the garden, but I don't know what that is. It's planted there.
That looks like barley.
Might be.
Oh no, that combine is doing the barley, but that I don't know what that is. Potatoes maybe.
I don't have any idea. And there's a barley. And there's a Crook's house.
Looks like they had a pretty nice one there.
Oh yeah, they were good.
They were among the wealthy folk down there.
They were some of the best people there. The nicest. There's the Doodle Eyes boys and his little girl. He had 3 boys and that baby girl. I don't know what they were doing there.
So when the boys got too bad, he'd have to shoot them.
No, he'd tell them to go home and stay there.
So what was he doing with that gun?
Oh, he was gonna shoot some squirrels or something like that.
I thought he was going duck hunting.
I don't remember. I know he was going hunting something.
Like he's coming back down.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that?
It's, looks like it's, oh, what's that? Not Doodle Eye, it's the other guy. The richest guy on the island, what was that?
Crook.
No, the richest. The one that was in charge of the mail. And he had the only telephone on the island.